Wow. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's had a great day, and it's been an interesting one to say the least. Let's deal with the elephant in the room right now. Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is now tied with Joe Burrow as the highest paid player in the history of football. Unbelievable that he's getting $55 million a year. I thought for sure that he wouldn't be the next one to, get up there with Joe Burrow. I thought for sure that there was questions about Trevor Lawrence because Trevor Lawrence has been a turnover machine throughout his career. In fact, it's kind of crazy because the draft class that he's in, he's the only one to have gotten another contract here. Remember, Trey Lance was the number 2 pick in there. Number 3 pick that San Francisco gave up 3 number 1s for. Zach Wilson was the number 2. And Lord knows he's gone. And I forgot there was one other quarterback that was taken up high. And Mac Jones. And so shout out to Trevor Lawrence because he was the number 1 pick and he's the only one that's still a starter. Wow. Unbelievable. And earlier when it happened, I forgot, Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love I blocked out because of that game that we got our ass handed to us in the playoffs by Jordan Love. So if you're Jordan Love, you're looking and saying, yep, even though I've only started for 1 season, I want more money than Trevor Lawrence. And if you're Dak Prescott and his agent, it's like, you know what? It don't matter if it's the Cowboys, if they don't want to step up to the plate. Somebody will, definitely. And right now, Kirk Cousins, $45 million deal, looks like a bargain. So we are talking about probably 5 years, $300 million for Dak Prescott. 5 years, $300 million. Now, before you get shocked, before you go crazy, that's been the estimates all along that Dak Prescott was going to get $60 million a year. The crazy thing is, if the Cowboys keep messing around, it might be more than $60 million. I have to think about when Stephen Jones said, we're not going to reset the market with Zeke. We're not going to reset the market with Zeke Elliott. And at that time, I think 14 million was about the number. And they blew that mother humper out the water. I'm going to ask, should the Cowboys pay $60 million a year for Dak Prescott? I know the haters will say, hell no. And before you go ahead and say hell no to Dak Prescott, I better hear you say, they shouldn't have paid 55 for Trevor Lawrence. I better hear that. I better hear that they should have paid 53 for Justin Herbert. I better hear those things. Because neither of those guys have been runner-up MVPs. Neither of those guys have great success in the playoffs. So, if you're saying Dak don't deserve to get paid, then you also need to be saying that those guys shouldn't have you. Oh, I know what the haters are going to say. I don't care about no other team. I only care about my own team. The bullshit. I don't want to hear the bullshit. I don't want to hear the bullshit. Bottom line is, Dak is not the problem. I'll probably try and put this clip from RG3. Who talks about Dak is not the problem. The problem is the culture that Jerry Jones has instilled with the Dallas Cowboys. I am still bummed because Calais Campbell, actually I'm happy for him, going back to Miami, going back to kind of his roots because he went to the U, that the Cowboys didn't make any kind of play for him. Ever. I just don't know what to do. Here's the thing. Cowboys told us, basically, training camp. That's when they get their work done. We talked about $60 million for a long time now. So that's not a surprise. So I don't know why we're getting all bent out of shape right now, because it is what it is. It's not our money. It's not going to change the price of the tickets if we pay him 55 or 60. It's not like the Cowboys actually go out there and get any free agents. So that doesn't really matter. I just hope one thing happens. That since the Cowboys are going to be spending that kind of money, that Stephen Jones spends just a little bit of money in getting somebody who knows how to do freaking contracts. Can we do that? How about that one? I'm tired. This just literally took everything out of me today. My wife was reading something to me this morning, and she said, "It sounds like you, but you should definitely add this to what you say." And basically it was, and I can equate this to like Larry Allen. Larry Allen had other plans beyond sitting down on that bench. The guy who passed away in the morning probably had plans for the afternoon. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. My buddy Greg, his wife just got out of the hospital. His wife of 35 years. She had a couple of mini strokes. I'm happy that she's out. And he came back at me and said, "You know, you always say that, brother. And you are so right." The day we took Rashid's knee scooters, he had originally one, and then we got him an upgraded one. Had a basket and everything else on it. Had two wheels in the back to make it more stable, double brakes and stuff. It was nice. And we've had him here since he went back to the hospital that time and had his leg amputated. And we took them today to be donated. So hopefully it'll be able to help somebody else out. It's hard losing people. It's even worse when you lose people and the time was wasted. Don't waste your time with stupid shit, people. And let people know how you feel about them. Might not get the chance again, people. I love you all. And God willing, I'll see you tomorrow.